Hi gang, Rob here, coming to you with another product overview for CollectorKnives.net. This one on a Lionsteel offering. And this sort of from what I would term the old school line of Lionsteel knives. These knives have been around for a little bit before Lionsteel, I think, got hot and heavy into the US market. This one's called the Big Opera. And although it's been around for a while in Lionsteel's stable, I think it's still going to have some appeal over here in the colonies. I would term this sort of a large folding hunting knife. It has a blade that is 3 7/16 inches long, pretty broad, about an inch top to bottom, made from 115 thousandths stock of D2 steel, which we love. The handle's 4 13/16 inches long, and it's a 4 1/4 ounce knife. It is G10 scales over a skeletonized stainless steel frame. Notice how the back spacer includes an integral lanyard slot. Pretty cool. It is tip down, right hand only, with that sort of minimalist European style clip. It is a conventional lockback design, mid-lock I guess we would call it, with the lock depression right in the middle of the handle. The knife does run on what I think are Teflon washers. I was actually talking with Mike about this line of knives, and he was a little bit alarmed because he could see some gaps here at the front of the back spring. Well, they have to be there because of the Teflon washers. That's just how it is. The knife does have dual thumb studs, and it's pretty ambidextrous to employ. An easy sweep, or if you get to know it a little bit, pretty decent quick deploy capability, because you have to get to your deer to skin it quickly. You don't want that knife to be slow coming out. Everything sort of works as it should on these knives. Zero side to side play, zero up and down, and you guys know a lot of conventional lockbacks have up and down play just sort of designed into them. This one certainly does not, just very, very solid. Everything about it just classically shaped. From that super utility spear point blade, comes to a pretty thin dimension behind the edge, about comparable to most Spydercos, I would say. Comes with a factory edge that's pretty good, I think, by Lionsteel standards. Ergonomics, well, let me get this in my right hand so I don't color my observations with the clip being on the wrong side. In a saber grip, very good. There is some jimping at the front of the lock bar, the back of the blade. It's nearly useless, almost like Benchmade jimping. It's kind of, the peaks of each groove come to the same level as the liners, so you have to kind of be trying to find it for it to have any effect at all on your grip. In a hammer grip, of course, really nice. In a draw cut grip, no problem there. In a grip that most of you guys are going to use this knife for, if you're using it for a hunting blade, although it could easily be a large EDC knife as well. The overhand pinch grip, pretty nice, although the clip does get in the way just a bit. There's just not really a bad grip on the knife. Why? Because it's shaped like a stick, holding on to which the human hand was designed for. Actually, in all grips except this overhand pinch grip, it's pretty comfortable in the left hand too. If I, as a left-hander, were going to own this knife, I would just take the clip off, throw it in a sheath. Take the clip off and throw it in a sheath. Pretty nice blade. The G10 has what appears to be fairly aggressive texturing. It's not cold steel-like, however. It's sort of a coarse pattern, but it's not like pants-rippingly grippy. This knife comes in 4 colors of G10, this green as well as black, sand, and orange. It also comes in 2 wood handles, olive and cocobolo, and I believe it's also available in stag. If you want to kind of see a size comparison, the first knife I thought of when I pulled this out of the box was the Spyderco Endura. Now, you do this in a way you can actually see. I have a little camera perspective issue. So as you can see, they are very, very similar. The Endura is slightly longer both in blade and handle length, but not much. I think the Big Opera is a little heavier knife. What is an Endura? Just under 4 ounces? But pretty similar knives in construction and even utility, I think. We don't want to do a Spyderco commercial though. Just wanted you guys who haven't seen the Big Opera to kind of be able to get an idea what it compares to in size. Nicely finished satin blade, as Lionsteel is sort of famous for on their D2. So if you sort of have a yearning for a rather conventional knife that's just a little different than what everybody else has in their pocket, the Big Opera might be for you. Really no issues, just a very straightforward, well-made, not too badly priced knife. And I think, guys, if you are interested in this knife and you do a little price comparison, Collector Knives is going to look pretty favorable. Thought you'd like to see it. That's all for this one, guys. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Have a great day.